number 3 of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division, Lake Eufaula, big bass capital of the world. I'm Kay Donaldson. This is your MC today, Darian Craig. Darian, we've seen this lake really show out, but things have certainly changed. Water's down, fishing pressure. I mean, what do you expect to see out there today?
I'm excited to see. You hear about the anglers who are having good practices and bad practices, but everywhere in the middle there's changing conditions. The water is falling from what we hear from the anglers, so that's going to be interesting to see if the shallow guys can figure out if their water's going away, how are they going to catch them, and the brush pile guys, how much water is going to be over those brush piles to be able to fish them correctly. I think whoever can figure out the middle of that is going to be, I think, successful. So it'll be interesting to see.
Now let's get out on the water for the Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the day.
Here we are, Alabama Bass Trail South Division on Lake Eufaula. Anglers have started taking off. We decided to trailer down to the midsection lake today. We're going to work from here down lake. Anglers are just now getting in this area of the lake. We're going to get out there and see what's going on.
This lake just been fishing so tough.
Yeah.
We couldn't believe we got down here and didn't have a boat down here. I was like, the riprap at Eufaula does not have a boat on it with 2.5, 3 foot low. And we pulled right on up and caught three decent solid.
We got 3 fish in the box. What kind of weight you think you got?
I mean, right now, what? Maybe close to 10 pounds with 3 fish? 9 pounds?
3 fish. That's awesome.
Oh, he just swung right here. He's got one. He's got one for awesome. You can see bass busting up on the bank. Co-angler. I'm sorry, the guy in the back of the boat's got the net. Let's see what the fish looks like. Oh, it's gonna be, oh, it came off in the net too. Awesome job. That fish, I don't know how well y'all can see it on the camera, but the guy on the front had a spinnerbait, caught one right off that point. The guy in the back grabs the net, scoops it up, and just like you hear time and time again, it came off in the net. Luckily, he got it, and we'll see right here if it's gonna be a keeper or not. He's got the board out. I know it's gonna be close. Nope, he threw it back. Just a little bit short. It looked a little short, but I was trying to be a little optimistic for the morning. But you can see bass busting. They're on that riprap. When there's a shad spawn, you want to take advantage of it. You got your shad imitating baits out. Spinnerbait's been proven for 50 years, probably more than that. Just burning it this morning. These guys are pumping it, hopping it. They're doing everything they can with it to make it just erratic, and they're doing a good job of it.
This is Larry Walters and Shane Patterson. First thing he said was, it's been tough on us. We've heard that a lot the last couple of days. Can you tell me what you're fishing here?
It's a blown out bridge.
Okay. Old road bed with a blown out bridge.
Yeah, we hadn't caught but 1 keeper in 4 days.
Wow.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, where it's always Bill Penny time. By Jack's, all about the South. And by Sweet Home Alabama.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin LiveScope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin LiveScope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Yeah. Lori man too, they look good. Keep swimming off, huh? Call it boat trip. Got a little topwater action going here. I think Ashley's throwing a spinnerbait, I think. Slow rolling it. Oh, hooked up.
Big one.
Yes.
Not even as big as a spinnerbait.
Hooked up. Another small fish.
A little bit.
But there's some activity going on here. So these guys are, but hopefully they can kind of sit here and the right group of fish comes through and they can start upgrading. Obviously, there are fish here.
This is Russ Sapp. I got Russ Sapp in front of me. I didn't even know who it was at first. Russ is an OG bass snatcher from way back. He's got a Phoenix. He's got the whole setup. He's got everything you need. American flag on the left shoulder, ABT shirt, matching hats, matching sunglasses, matching shirt, same color pants. They're catch a limit. And he says they're hoping they can catch a limit. I don't believe that. I bet they're on a bag.
We'll be doing all day right here, so you can have a day.
Y'all gonna sight fish all day? How many have you got on bed?
How many have I caught?
Well, how many have you got found that you're
15 or 24.
Wow, interesting story, guys. Haven't heard this yet. I haven't talked to a bunch of guys fishing, but they did say that they've got, he said 15 to 20 fish marked, and they're gonna do this all day, which is, it's a tactic that a lot of times is a home run if you make it happen. And so these guys, are we swinging for the victory with these bedfish, or are we?
Decent limit.
So it's a decent limit. A lot of times when you're bed fishing, it may end up being a little bit more than you think, because you see it and you think it was a 3-pounder, he ends up weighing 385. And so those a lot of times in my opinion, you lowball them when you're looking in the water. They don't look as big as they end up actually being. So he says they're going for a decent limit, which could end up being a better than decent limit, in my opinion. Jason, look, I know how much you love fishing, and I know how much you love covering fishing. I've got Russ and Logan, and they're working on a bed fish. He says it's 3 to 4 pounds. It's swimming off with a bait every time. So I'm watching premium fishing up close and personal. I'm just curious, down the lake, what have you got going on where you're at?
Watching one of the best ABT teams in the South Division right here. Got a couple wins under their belt. Just fishing that grass, real shallow grass. You can see that grass is kind of sticking up out of the water a pretty good bit. Normally that grass is right at the top of the water. Guys, how are you this morning? We got any?
Got 2 keepers.
2 keepers. Any size?
No size.
We had a 10-4 limit on our first stock. We lost 4 fish. The little crankbait. They've been eating. They didn't eat it this morning. It's barely hard to get.
It's real finicky today.
Yeah, the sun come out after all these cloudy days, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, I've made it almost all the way to the dam now, and I hadn't been able to get close enough to them. They started moving as I got fairly close to them, but I think I'm on the team of Jay Grogren and Ryan Ingram. But I've been watching this team on my tracker all morning, and they've been in this general area all morning, so I'm curious to see how it's been so far for them this morning. How many you got in the live well so far?
4.
Got 4. What kind of weight?
Maybe 10 pounds.
Got 4 for about 10 pounds. See, he's constantly looking down. It's just that live scope is just, you can see so much with it, and it's not, you know, people call it forward-facing sonar, but to me it's the live aspect. You can actually see fish moving around, and that's really the key, is you just figure out what the fish behavior is and be able to scan around and target specific areas.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Garmin, by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and by America's First Credit Union. There's more right after this.
Buying stale, burnt coffee is like eating hot sushi out of a vending machine. It's just a no-no. Explosion. Cool guys don't look at them. As a veteran-owned and operated company, we take massive pride in giving back. And with your support, we've donated millions to charitable organizations and veterans. Do you have a lightsaber leg, Jay?
Yeah, I got a lightsaber leg.
When you sign up for our coffee club, you get fast free shipping directly to your door. I'm on a helicopter.
Looks like boneless wings are back at Jack's. Juicy, boneless chicken wings in 3 bold, mouth-watering flavors. And people love them so much, there's bound to be a napkin shortage. Jack's, all about the South. Hear that sizzling? That's bologna whispering, I'm back. The Big Bologna Breakfast Sandwich is back at Jack's. 2 thick-cut slices of fried bologna, eggs, and cheese on Texas toast for $3.99. Jack's, all about the South.
Maybe the back foot's right on board.
That's the key for them. You want to get the net on this.
Another bite. How many you got in live well so far?
0.
None. Wow. Hooked up again?
Oh, I hit the rod.
Still got it. Come on, be a keeper.
We just, like, in the last 15 minutes, started catching some fish.
Okay.
They're small.
Right.
And we're hoping maybe this has clued us in a little bit to what we need to be doing in other places. I don't know. We had a place this morning to start on that we got quite a few bites on yesterday, and they just left.
So what stage of the spawn cycle do you think most of these fish are in right now?
Post-spawn. Yeah, I'd say probably 80–90% done.
Okay.
I think a lot of these fish are already on their way back out.
Okay.
Yeah, we just pulled up on boat. I think it's 217. They barely got it out of their mouth. Said 217, and he was hook setting. I believe it's 217. Ooh, son. Son. Hey, you know what? We bring good luck. I just ain't gonna tell you.
Put your phones down and make yourself at home.
Honey buns, crackers, got plenty of Gatorade.
Y'all boat 217, right?
Yes, sir.
Third fish we've caught in 4 days down here.
Did you catch all 3 of them today, though?
Negative.
Is it 2 today? That's a good one right there, bud.
Yes, it is.
We came down here 2 weeks ago on a Thursday when there was some water here. We had the bites and caught the fish to probably have 30 pounds.
Wow.
And we've been down here in 3 days with no water. And just trying to guess at where them fish went. You know, where will they go? Y'all pulled up, brought us some luck.
Fish on. Got one. Big one. Big one. Good job, guys.
That's a 4-pound fish. No, maybe not.
What do you weigh?
440.
440. That's a great fish. 440. That's gonna cull. Let's get in
it
close.
will cull like fish, yes. I thought.
Let's see what this looks like. This is their smallest fish. What a cull, guys. Good job. That's at least 1.5 pound cull, right?
They got rid of a 240.
So that's a 2-pound cull on the dot.
What's Lake Eufaula is known as the big bass capital of the world. We've seen a little bit of everything out here on the water. I know Darian covered some teams that were actually still sight fishing. Seems to be a little late in the year, in my opinion, for sight fish. Obviously, fish are still doing that. We've seen a lot of teams out, not deep ledges or not deep brush piles, but these intermediate brush piles. These are areas where these fish should be kind of filtering out from the spawn. They leave those shallow areas, they go to these intermediate brush piles, and eventually, as it gets hot enough, they make it out to the river channel, those deeper ledges. A lot of guys are hoping to intercept these fish as they're moving out. Those are kind of the techniques we've seen today. Should be a real exciting weigh-in. Stay tuned, it's next.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by TH Marine, from transom to trolling motor, and by Mountain Dew. There's more to come.
This summer, we're fueling your fun with weekly giveaways. From gas cards to product packs, each entry gives you an extra chance at our grand prize of a $1,000 TH Marine gift card and a 30-minute video call with Kevin Van Dam. Enter each week at thmarine.com/fuelthefun for a chance to win. No matter how you fuel your fun, TH Marine is there to help you.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here, sweating the details, making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
All right, let's get ready to weigh some fish in. This first boat is boat number 24. We had the privilege of being out on the water with these guys today, and we know they caught a good bag of fish if you were watching live. Brand new leader, 19 pounds, 19.39 pounds. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Our very first boat to weigh in. Guys, you want to get a picture with these fish?
We're real early in the weigh-in, such a strong weight from what we've seen today. Tell me what your game plan was when you took off this morning.
It was just to go back there and grind them out. We knew we was around some fish. We just had to fish clean and catch what we could.
Next up is boat number 53, Rob Lee and Steve Winslet. They've got 5, said they're lucky to have it. Little over 9 pounds, 908. Usually that's not good on Eufaula, but so far that's better than a lot.
Yeah, it's just tough to catch a big fish.
Guys, I think you were leading the anglers of the year when you came in this tournament. Did you know it was going to be a tough tournament when you left this morning?
Well, we had heard that it was, real tough down here, and the water levels just fluctuating so much, and fish really hadn't got to the brush piles yet. So we knew we was going to have to run the banks and just stay with it, and hopefully we catch a couple of good fish. But we really didn't find anything in practice, a couple of places, and the water dropped another half foot last night, and it killed those. So, right. But the fish we caught, we still caught them in, a foot and a half of water today. But I just think the big ones were gone.
Joey Davidson, Tolis Lanier, 5 fish. Whoo, big bag of fish. Lock in at 19.25. We've got a new move all the way to second place. Barely. 1939 is in the lead. These guys had 19.25? I hate to be that close.
Me too. Great job on what looks to be a tough day. We're still early in the weigh-ins. Tell me how you caught your fish.
Flipping.
Any particular area of the lake you were fishing today?
Just the creeks. We stayed up the creeks all day. I didn't think we'd catch a limit after the last 2 days fishing, pre-fishing, but we knew where they was, so we went back in there and just stayed in there all day, and we had a couple stretches of a couple creeks with it too, and they had fish in them.
Next up is boat number 92. We're weighing a big one. Walter Lawrence and James White. They've got 3 fish for $12.89, so there's definitely a big one in there. How big is the big one?
Probably close to 6.
That fish is going to lock in at 6.18. Let's give a round of applause for the new Mountain Dew Big Bass of the event so far. Really good news. We've got a brand new Big Bass leader, 6.22. Let's get a round of applause for these guys. Brand new Big Bass, 6.22. We're going to get a picture of that one for sure. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We've got a brand new Big Bass leader. 6.47 for a big fish. 647. We caught one, but we made it count.
Hey, we'll take it. It was on a Carolina rig, and the camera boat, I have to give him credit because he came up to us to talk to us, and I don't think we had bites all day, and he said, hang in there, guys, just one cast, and you could catch a big one. Well, that's what happened. So,
awesome. And we've got ourselves a brand new Mountain Dew Big Bass, $6.58 for a brand new Mountain Dew Big Bass of the event.
Next up is Chris Rutland and Kobe Carton, boat number 155, and they've got a big bag of fish. Looks like we could have a new leader. We have a brand new leader. 20-pound, 20.63 for these guys who have seen this stage plenty of times.
Third stop of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division, Lake Eufaula, but 5-time winners on the Alabama Bass Trail, guys. 4 times on Lay, now you get it done on Eufaula. Talk about that day and talk about leading the Alabama Bass Trail in all-time wins.
It's an honor. I mean, it really is. 225 teams every year. Everybody puts in a lot of work and a lot of practice, a lot of time. Everybody takes these tournaments seriously. So if you can win one of these, it's a great achievement. We're very blessed, very blessed, very appreciative.
Kobe, you've won. I mean, you fished the Opens, you fished the Nation, you know, and now you fish the Alabama Bass Trail. You've been fishing it now for 10 years. Talk about the difference in the competition here.
Oh, there's really not any. You know, half of these guys fish the Opens. There's not any trail out there that has the caliber of guys that we fish against. So, you know, from Mark McKegg, I mean, there's so many I could name that, like Chris said, just to win one of these, you're fishing against the best of the best.
Guys, you've heard it here, the best anglers, not only in Alabama, but in the Southeast. And they got it done, 20.63 to take home the win today. Next stop, Pickwick. We're going back up north to get on maybe some smallmouth bass. That would be fun. Something a little bit different than what we saw here at Lake Eufaula. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you Sunday on Valley Sports Southeast.